my darlings, I'm Sophie Darling and welcome back to the channel. If you love anime, heartfelt reactions, and deep dives into symbolism and themes, then you're in the right place. Before we jump into today's reaction, don't forget to hit that like button to show some love, subscribe if you haven't already, and ring that notification bell so you never miss a moment of fun. And if you want even more exclusive content like early access to my reactions, full-length anime watch-alongs, and an amazing community of fellow anime lovers, then please do check out my Patreon. You can find a link in the description box below. Your support truly means the world as it helps to keep these reactions coming, and I'd love to have you join our cozy little anime family. Today, we're reacting to episode 17 of Frieren, and I failed the challenge I set myself last time, which was to not cry. So here's hoping episode 18, I don't cry, which I'm excited to see because it's kind of been building to them coming to this location, so hopefully it's really cool and impactful, but I guess we'll see as we get to it. I'm hoping it's this episode. We have parted ways with Cyan for now. I'm hoping he does come back into the picture. It will be heart-wrenching if we never see him again, but I'm kind of hoping that's not the direction this is going in, that maybe he does come back into it just at a later date. I don't know though, I'm kind of worried that they might just go, nah, he's gone until maybe second series. Second series is January 2026, so it's ages away, but I'm so excited to be able to watch it, and I'm going to drop everything to watch that second series when it comes out. Mainly to film my reacts, but I'll probably not post them on YouTube for a little bit just to give people a chance to watch it because I don't want to spoil anything for anybody. Part of me wants to post it at the time that I'm watching, but the other part of me is a bit like, maybe give it like a month or so just to let people watch it for themselves first. I don't know. Let me know in the comments below. Should I release it as I'm watching it, or should I give people a chance to watch it first and then release it onto YouTube? Like, I can film it when it comes out, but I guess then maybe hold off a bit and then release it after like a month or two just to give people a chance to catch up. I just don't want to spoil anything for anybody. I want people to be able to enjoy it with me, and we've all seen it, but I imagine people will binge watch it when it comes out, so it'll probably be finished way before I am because I watch 2 episodes a week. That's all the time I can find right now between full-time work, watching Attack on Titan, and watching Frieren. So I don't have time outside of that. So 2 episodes a week is about enough for me. So I'm probably going to be way behind everybody that binge watches it when it releases. But that's okay. It's fine. It happens. But I'm just not quite sure what to do. Maybe to release it as I'm watching, or to delay it and let people kind of catch up as and when. And it's just hitting me that I only have like 10 episodes of season 1 left, and then I have to wait till January. That'd be really sad. I kind of want to read the manga, but I'm worried that maybe the manga at some point then starts going into season 2 information and it kind of spoils it for me. I guess it would be split into volumes, right? Also, let me know in the comments, can I read the first part of the manga in relation to series 1 without getting spoiled for series 2? Because I don't know, I'm too scared to read it in case like it spoils season 2 for me by telling me stuff that I want to be surprised by. But I kind of do want to read the manga because I feel like the manga may have a bit more context on things that was maybe cut from the show. So I kind of do want to delve into that because I think sometimes anime adaptations won't keep everything that's in the manga. So it would be nice to kind of see what they chose to leave out and why. I think that would be kind of cool. But yeah, we're going to get into episode 18. We're going to have a good time this time. No crying. Absolutely 0 crying. Ooh, pretty.
まだまだ遠いね。途中で馬車でも捕まえないと。そこでフリーレン様が一級魔法使いの資格を取れば。
Yeah, I forgot about that.
別に資格を取るのは私じゃなくてもいいと思うけどね。
Like, she has to be certified, and it's kind of like, really? After how many years she spent practicing magic? It's kind of wild.
一級魔法使いというのは魔法使いの中でもほんの一握りの熟練の魔法使いなんですよ。
Fern's gonna get one.
私なんかでは無理です。
Nah, Fern. Don't doubt. You'll get one.
そうなんだ。興味なさそうですね。昔から北部高原はアインザームみたいな狡猾な魔法を使う魔物が多いからね。
But like, Frieren handled it before.
魔法使いがいないと越えられないような難所だ。
Oh, they don't have a priest anymore.
通行に貴重な熟練の魔法使いを要求するってことは 北部高原では相当厄介なことが起こっているんだろうね。フェルンの話だと実践もあるみたいだし。
Are they gonna have to go back to
対策を
school?
考えないと。
フリーレン
School
様の魔力な
episode.
らどんな試験内容でも余裕なんじゃないですか？制限している状態でも
But Frieren strikes me as someone that doesn't really care much for like
ローマ法
the
使いって言うの
strict way of doing things, like the academic way of doing
ローマ法
things.
使いはさすがにひどいんじゃないか？
すみませんでした。
She's very free flowing with how she
スタル
does
クがク
stuff.
ソババアって言ったことも忘れてないから。
He
い
did.
つの話だよ。
オイサーストに着いたら起こして。
もう
The boobs.
やっぱりいいや。
あ、どうしたんだよ。
空が半分しか見えなかった。
She can't see the full sky anymore because Fan's growing up.
魔法使いの強さを決めるのは魔力だけじゃないよ。技術や経験、扱う魔法やコントロール、それに努力と根性、
なんか戦士みたいなの混ざってんな。
そして才能。私は今までの人生で自分より魔力の低い魔法使いに11回負けたことがある。そのうち4人は魔族。
クバールもそうでしたね。
1人は私と同じエルフ。
Oh?
そして残りの6人は人間だよ。
そろそろ伯爵領の町が見えてくるかな。
Who are
オ
you?
イサーストへの道は険しいね。
ジョーちゃん、いい杖だな。
It's another mage, right?
あれ、もしかしてまた盗賊？
誰が喋れっつった。
Rude.
さっさと荷物まとめて。
It's Craft!
てめえ。
Craft's back! I love him, he's so cool.
命が惜しければ今すぐ失せろ。
ありがとう。助かったよ。私は魔法使いユーベル。
Oh, she is a
文
mage,
句のク
okay.
ラフトだ。人殺しの目をしているな。
Maybe she is.
俺はお前を助けたわけではない。近くの森に切り刻まれた盗賊の死体があった。魔法使いの仕業。それも恐ろしいほどの手だれだ。
ああ、
Oh, damn, okay.
お説教でもしに来たの。
自衛のための殺しにケチをつけるほど頭は固くないさ。
Was it
ただ目の前の
self-defense?
命を拾い上げただけだ。
食えないおっさん。つまんない。
目的地はオイサースとか。
うん。一級魔法使いの試験を受けるね。
フリーレンもそんなことを言っていたな。次会った時の土産話が楽しみだ。
それと受験資格に5級以上の魔法使いの資格が必要になります。
Okay. Did he have that?
フェルン、任せたから。
She's like, I'm out. I'm done.
フリーレン様、私一人じゃ無理です。
いけるって。
She's like, I'm too old
落ち
for
たらどうする
this.
つもりですか？一級試験は3年に一度なんですよ。
そしたら一級魔法使いを雇うか、回路で渡るよ。
それだとすごくお金がかかりますよ。また毎日おやつ抜きになってしまいます。
The only way to bribe her is like, we're not gonna have
私も
food.
四国だし正常な証じゃ無理だよね。
だから何なんですかその骨董
I
品は。
mean, she's way older than the certifications, so like, what did they expect from her?
一級試験を受けられるおつもりですか？
Imagine she's already like a first class mage already.
まさかまだこれを知っている人がいたなんてね。
それすごいものなんですか？
そのはずなんだけどね。
フリーレンは魔法使いギルドには入ってないんだ
As I say, like she's been around way longer than these
管理する団体って頻繁に
examinations, so
変わるから
like,
ね。いちいちそんなのに
it's
入ってら
ridiculous.
れないよ。
うーん。
それに私にはこれがあるから。正常の証、すごいでしょ。うんうん。
何この錆びた首飾り。知ってる？全然。
これだけが私が魔法使いであることの証だったんだけどな。
Was it given to her by Flem
フ
or?
リーレン。確かに僕たちはその首飾りのことは知らない。でも、 僕たちは君がすごい魔法使いであることを知っている。それでいいじゃないか。
でもすぐ死んじゃうじゃん。
Always the optimist.
私たちはフリーレン
Oh
様が
no!
すごい魔法使いであることを知
They
ってい
said
ま
the
すから。
same thing. They said the line. But instead of reprimanding them of you'll die soon, she's like, you're
大
right.
陸魔法協会の
Just
使い
showing
だ
how
と
much she's
魔法使い
changed
は
over
一般的
time.
に5級から一人前と呼ばれているみたいだね。習いの6級から9級を含めても全体で2000人か。そのうち1級は45人。
If you think about it, that's not a lot considering how big the world is. It's really not a lot of first class majors. It's quite like a prestigious title.
合格者が出ない年も多い。当たり前のように死傷者も出ている。それなりの難関だね。
Jeez.
それにしても魔法使いもだいぶ数が減ったね。魔王軍の構成が激化した100年前だったら
Were mages targeted because of
魔
mana?
法使いとすれ違うのが当たり前だったからね。
Or if they just like
今だとこういう
retired?
魔法としてもないと見かけない。
Stuck's like, I get to take this easy because I'm not a mage. I just love that the way the magic is designed. It's stunning. How many candles, Frieren? But just the way that the magic is animated, sorry, not the way that it's designed, but I guess it can count as that, but the way it's animated is just stunning.
今年はなかなか粒揃いですな。長年にわたり魔王軍の残党と戦ってきた北部魔法隊隊長のビアベル2級魔法使い。血みどろの権力争いに勝ち抜き、宮廷魔法使いの座についた
Okay, so some pretty renowned mages.
電剣2級魔法使い。史上最年少で3級試験をトップの成績で合格した。
My girl, don't underestimate her. She got
ま
this.
あ、問題児もいますが、2年前の2級試験で
Oh, she's here. Okay, so
試
she
験官
made
が
it in
一級魔法使いを
time.
殺害し、失格処分になったユーベル3級魔法使い。
God, okay. Do not overlook Frieren.
熟練のロー魔法使いみたいな魔力してる人いる。あれ誰？
知らん。
それでは第一次試験の内容
She's
を
living
発
her
表する。
obscure life. She's like, don't
総
recognize
勢
me.
57名、3人1組のパーティーに分かれ試験を受けてもらう。
腕輪か。
Imagine Frieren doesn't get it, but
数字
Fan
が書かれ
does.
ている第2パーティーといったところか。こういうのは第一印象が大事だし。
Oh
波風
no.
立てないように気をつけないと。
I have a feeling I know who she's gonna be with.
いたたたたたたたたたたたた取れちゃう。ふざけんな。殺してやる。
Oh no.
もう喧嘩してる。
That's not what I was expecting, but Jesus. Okay, Fan's with who I thought Frieren was gonna be with. Her and Fan are gonna butt heads. For sure. I feel like, is it Ubel? I can't say her name, but I feel like she's gonna be like super underhanded in order to try and win.
明日の日没までにシュティレの入ったカゴを所持していること。その時点でパーティーメンバー全員が揃っていることだ。
Jesus Christ, she's like, I'm having to parent these children again.
試験区域の外側に出た者がいた場合は、その所属パーティー全員をその場で失格処分とする。
まずは作戦を立てるべきだって。バカかお前。見つけないことには作戦の立てようがねえだろうが。
まだ喧嘩してる。
Frieren's like, I can't work
とり
under
あえ
these
ず歩きながら自己
conditions.
紹介しない。
Look, I need peace.
あと、カゴを持つのはじゃんけんで決めなさい。
Are they just gonna keep picking the same one?
私はフリーレン。よろしくね。
ラビ
No,
ー
they
ネ
came to a
三級
resolution.
魔法使いだ
Okay.
カンネだよ。同じく3級魔法使い。ラビーネとは幼馴染で、同じ
あー
魔法学校の出身だよ。
Okay, that makes sense.
二人はシュティレに関する知識はあるの？
いや、ないよ。
まずはシュティレを見つけて観察してみ
Literally
よう
there. Literally behind you. Oh, for God's sake, not again. Stop. Get it together. They don't want solutions. They just want problems.
だらしがねえな。私はまだ動けるから先見てくるよ。まとまって動いた方が安全だって。うっせえな。それだと効率悪いだろうが。
ラビーネは強いの？
They're like sisters.
やんのかこら。
私と比べたら。
あんたとは戦いたくね
え。なる
Wise.
ほど。いいよ、見てきな。それと空に
Smart
は気を
girl.
つけてね。
わかってるよ。
Oh, her hair's really cute.
このパーティー大丈夫かな？
フリーレン、なんだか先生みたい。リーダーに向いているんじゃない？
I mean,
カンネたちが喧嘩
she has
してい
been
るせい
teaching
で
fun for how
仕
many
切り
years
たいわ
now?
けじゃない。
ごめんね。私たち昔からこんな感じなんだ。
よくやったラビーネ。じゃあよく観察して。
You just said the
観
opposite.
察しろって言ったのに。逃げられるの？
いや、上出来だぜ、カンネ。
Don't hurt the birds.
でもそろそろ伏せた方がいいかも。
は？なんで？
最大飛行速度は音速を超える。
Wow.
あの程度の高速じゃ無意味だよ。
That's why she said observe.
マジかよ、
Jeez.
もう見えねえぞ。
Oh,
惜しか
damn.
ったね。
Okay.
捉えるにはよく観察する必要がある。カンネが水を操り、ラビーネがそれを凍らせた。息を合わせたような的確なタイミング。
They may fight, but they
高度な
work
連携だ。
together.
一朝一夕でできるようなものじゃない。
すぐに追うぞ。
It's like they can predict what the other's about to
それよ
do.
り湖の周りを。なんでだよ、早く行った
ダメだ。
方がいいよ。
喧嘩してる。
Come on, girls. Get it together. Did they try again? He said to observe for a reason. I wonder how Fern's getting on.
フリーレンがいない。
Frieren, what are you up to?
やっぱりこれって小さいけど雨音だ。降っていないのになんで？
Is it hitting the barrier? Yeah.
そういうことか。ってことはもしかして。
Fucking hell. Okay. This got really intense really quick.
ラビーネ。
空には気をつけろって言ったでしょ。
That's why. Thank God Frieren was nearby.
落ち着いた？
うん。
She called out for her friend though. Because she cares for her.
ラ
Might
ビーネのこと嫌
bicker
いで
like
しょ。
sisters, but they do care for each
そうだね。
other. Yes, you do.
だよ
Don't lie.
なのにどうして二人は連携が取れているんだろ
It's not. They like each other
私ってさ、
secretly.
意外と臆病で、いざって時に何もできなかった
They're
り
just
することがよくあ
competitive.
るんだ。
You know what? We like an honest girl.
先行った連中。
She recognizes
あん
her
な遠くに行っちまった
weaknesses.
ぞ。
It's a very
下は水なんだ
intelligent
から
thing
死
to
にはし
do.
ねえよ。勇気がないってんなら蹴り飛ばしてやろうか。ラビーネなん
They
か
balance each other. She pushes her to do things that she wouldn't necessarily have the courage to do herself, right?
私はね、褒められて伸びるタイプなんだよ。優しいパパとママに甘やかされて育った結果がこれだろうがよ。そんなんで飛べるってんならいくらでも優しくしてやるよ。じゃあ私のいいところ言って。おいおい、マジで言ってんのかよ。
She likes to be praised. I do too. Don't like being told I'm bad at
本当は臆病な
things.
くせに頑張っているところ。
Aw, that's so nice.
お前のいいところだよ。もっと言って。なんでだよ。
I'm not done. Tell me
隠れて
more.
たくさん努力しているところ。周りのことをよく見ていて気遣いができると。
They pay so much attention to each other.
笑っている顔が可愛いところ。え、キモい。
Do they like each other? I mean, He quite literally pushed
飛べ
her
るじゃねえ
to
か
do something she
お
was
前
too
には
scared
もう
to
優し
do.
くしてやんね
ラビーネは乱暴だけれどもちゃんと私を引っ張ってくれるんだ。
Sometimes we need the
おかげで
opposite to
怖いことに
ourselves
一緒
to
に
encourage
任
us to
せれ
do
ば
things
意外
that
となん
scare
とか
us
な
the
るって気が
most.
ついた。
Like a yin and yang kind of
ところで
situation.
フリーレン、私面白いことに気がついたんだけど。これって何かの役に立つかな。
なるほど。もしかしたらシュティレを簡単に捉えられるかも。
Oh, okay. So this, I imagine, is going to go on for a while because there's like different elements to the tests that they're going to be doing and they haven't been successful yet. But this was really sweet. I hope next episode we get to see how Fern's getting on, especially with Ubel. I know I'm probably butchering her name. That's okay. I'm really sorry at pronunciations. For anyone new here, I am deaf in one ear, so I do struggle with pronunciations. Also, English is my first language, not German, and Japanese is also not my first language. I know nothing about Japanese, so I do try, but yeah, pronunciations kind of evade me. So you're gonna kind of have to put up with me butchering them. I'm really sorry. I do try, but it is what it is. But I loved that we got to see this little dynamic between the two girls and how they kind of balance each other out. They're kind of like a yin and yang situation that they don't like each other, but they do because they remember all these things about one another. You know, sometimes we need people in our lives that don't pamper us and baby us. Sometimes we need people that give us the push that we need. And it may seem harsh and it may not be what we want, but it is beneficial to opening up our horizons. We need people that take us out of our comfort zone rather than just pandering to us, because if we stay in our comfort zone, then we never really learn anything and we never really see the world around us. It's unlikely that she would have learned how to fly if not given a literal push. It's kind of really sweet because Frieren thinks they're not paying attention, but clearly they do pay attention. They're not only listening whilst bickering with each other, but they're also paying attention to each other. They pretend they don't like each other, but they actually really do. I also think it's just really realistic in terms of not every friendship is literally all soft and cute and nicey to each other. Some friendships are literally built on being mean to one another, but in a way that is encouraging and helpful. It might seem aggressive on the outside to people that don't understand the dynamic, but to them it's their friendship. It's how they get on with each other. It's how they get by. It's how they've built a bond. To them that's normal. To them that's their friendship. To Frieren, she's like, what is this? Because she's not in that dynamic, so she doesn't understand. But yes, how Fern is getting on with Ubel is going to be really fascinating. She's a very bizarre character so far. Kraft kind of doesn't seem to really trust her, doesn't really intervene though, says, you know, I'm not going to begrudge you for self-defense. You kind of have to question, was it self-defense? She kind of strikes me as somebody to, you know, strike first rather than later. She did have the bandits come up on her and she didn't defend herself yet, so maybe it was self-defense, but the whole insinuation of I see murder in your eyes, she strikes me as very cutthroat, that she'll do anything to get ahead. And we kind of got that vibe because they said that she killed a first mage that proctored the exam. So she failed the second class mage exam. She then killed the first mage who was assessing the exam. So the person that basically said she failed, she killed them. So she must be A, incredibly powerful because she killed a first class mage, but also B, unwilling to accept their decision and was not going to take no as an answer, even if that meant killing someone because of it, which is insane. How she's not been punished for that, I don't know. She could have potentially been punished for it at the time, but the insinuation that we get from that very brief excerpt and then the fact that bandits have been found in the woods, butchered, and Kraft isn't sure if it's fully in self-defense or not, means that she's going to be ruthless and someone to watch out for. She's going to be interesting. I don't know if she's necessarily going to be bad or if like it's just going to be maybe she's misunderstood. She could be bad. She could just be misunderstood. I guess we'll find out as the series goes on. But I think her and Fern are going to butt heads because they're very opposite of one another. Fern is very cool, calm, methodical, collected, and Ubel's not. she's kind of the opposite to Fern. So much in the same way that we're seeing these girls kind of yin and yang balance each other out, the relationship between Fern and Ubel could go one of two ways. They either learn to work together and balance one another out, and they find the best characteristics in one another and they encourage those characteristics, or they're going to clash and there's no working things out between them. Maybe it could be a yin and yang dynamic that's been set up in this episode with the two girls under Frieren, or it could be that they just don't get along whatsoever and maybe Ubel goes after Fern because maybe Fern is better than Ubel and Ubel can't stand that. Maybe there's some jealousy and envy. I don't know, but I'm really excited to see how they go about catching this bird as well, because it's faster than the speed of light and I did not expect it to just break out of that trap so easily. That was really fun to see. Watching how this mage exam goes over the next couple of episodes, I think is going to be really fascinating. And how it all works and plays out as well. And poor Frieren, she's been around way longer than these certifications, so she's like, I'm not even certified. It's so wild to me. I understand that because of the new laws and legislations that have come in, it still applies to Frieren, but at the same time, my girl's been around far longer than these institutions. Just give her the first class mage already. But it was also fascinating to see her talk about how she's been beaten before by people with talent. That talent accounts for more than what Fern gives it credit for. It's not just learning and practicing, it is raw talent, and Fern does have raw talent. And I think that was Freyren's way of reassuring Fern that she's better than what she thinks she is. She puts herself down quite a bit, and she kind of compares herself to Frieren at times, but she's way stronger than she gives herself credit for. We saw how she fought against Lugner, literally not even breaking a sweat. Just bam, bam, bam. One spell after the other. Even he was like, I cannot survive this unless I get a clear shot because I'm not going to exhaust her mana. I'm not going to be able to overwhelm her. I need to get a good shot in because she's just going to keep going. There's no stopping. She has a raw talent that Frieren recognized in her from when she was a child. The conversation that they're having in which Freyren's like, you might think that I'm this all-powerful mage, but I've been beaten by another elf and I've been beaten by like 6 humans. I think she said 6 humans. Either way, she's been beaten by people as well. So Fern may look up to her as like the pinnacle of what a mage should be. She's strong, she's talented, she's everything that I'm not. But at the same time, even Freyren's like, you may have these grand ideas of what I am, and you might compare yourself to me, but even I have been beaten before by people with way less mana than I have, just because they were more talented than me. I guess the message is that there's always someone better than you, but you can't compare yourself because what you bring to the table is unique. You can't compare because everyone is different. If you live a life of comparison, you're never going to be happy with what you can do, and you're always going to look at what you don't have, and you're always going to focus on those negatives rather than the positives of you contribute more than you realize. And I think that's Freyren's way of like reasserting to Fern that you're stronger than you believe you are, and you need to give yourself more credit, because if you just compare yourself to me all your life, then you're never going to be happy with what you can do. And you kind of need to get your head in gear for this exam. And I think Fern is going to blow it out of the park with this first mage exam. I think she's going to become a first mage, and I'm going to be so proud of her when she is. But I think that's all I have to talk about for now. Oh, no, I don't. I just remembered. Kraft said, I can't wait to talk about this when I see Frieren again, meaning that they're going to come into contact with each other at some point. It could just be a passing phrase, but I think it's foreshadowing that we're going to see more of Kraft, because we don't know a lot about Kraft. We had the interaction with him, and then he went his own way. Then we had the reveal that the statue is Kraft and a human who was also a hero with him at the time, but that's been lost to history because Kraft is way older than Frieren, and now we have that comment of, I can't wait to talk to Frieren about this when I next see her, meaning that they could come into contact again, and I'm so excited if they do, because Kraft is so cool, and I want to see more of his monk skills, because he's so powerful. He's just such a nice character, so I'd love to see more of him come in as well. But Now I have nothing more to say. So, but if you enjoyed this react, please consider liking, subscribing, and leaving a comment below to help boost this video into the algorithm. And until next time, bye!